All right, happy Monday. I'm sorry again that I'm late to post, but we were working on a really big project this weekend. I'm so excited to show it to you, and I hope you forgive me and still watch my video anyway. So here is our new studio room. Let me turn the camera around. Oh, I don't know if I can. Okay, it's not letting me. I'll do it this way. Okay, so we built these tables. This is for our kids, and up underneath they each have a bucket that has arts and crafts stuff in it and crayons and whatever. And this is my spot. It has my sewing machines and all my stuff under the table for projects and things I like to do. And from this way, there's Mildred, my dress form. And this is my husband's little station, and it has all of his art, his art supplies, his sculpting stuff, his computer for doing, not drafting, but computer rendering and things. And then those are three of the four kids. I really need to order the fourth baby picture to be printed. But anyway, I digress. So that's what we've been working on this weekend, and I'm so glad that we were able to get it finished. So thanks for being patient with me as I'm late to share this next thing in Finish. So the next chapter in Finish was called Finding Your Secret Rules. Excuse me just a minute, let me tripod it so I'm not just holding the camera. Oh, ignore my ugly hallway. That's all of our school supplies because school starts in a couple of days and I had to have it all segregated into different boxes. Okay, so we're talking about secret rules, which is synonymous with limiting beliefs and also just plain baggage. Things that you carry with you, weird thought processes that hold you back and make you feel like you have to give up on your goals. Now, all summer long, we've been talking about how to not quit, how to actually finish, right? So this is important stuff. If there's something in your head that you just can't get past, there's a limiting belief or in what Hal Elrod calls secret rules, no amount of systems or infrastructure or coaching is going to help you get past those things. You have to take these ideas that you've been battling against and you have to deal with them head on. First, you have to identify them. Second, you have to destroy them. And third, you have to replace them with better, more productive thoughts. So in the book, there's a really funny comparison to cuckoo birds. He talks a lot about cuckoo birds in this chapter. So cuckoo birds, in case you don't know, the mother cuckoo bird will lay an egg in another bird's nest and then hope the other bird will raise her baby. But the cuckoos, they are almost always bigger than the other birds and they almost always hatch faster because they have a shorter incubation period. So when a bird does not recognize the cuckoo egg in its nest, the cuckoo will usually hatch first, and then when the mother is off hunting and gathering food for the babies, the cuckoo will either peck into the siblings' eggs, essentially killing them, or if the other birds hatch in time, then they will actually kick the other baby birds out of the nest before they can fly. So by the time the mother comes home, back to the nest, the other birds are gone, and all of the food and all nourishment and sustenance stuff goes to the cuckoo bird. And then in the end, usually the mother bird actually dies of exhaustion. So the non-cuckoo mother, the one that actually raises the cuckoo bird. So he compares these cuckoos to these beliefs we have stuck in our head that we just can't get past. So he also talks a lot of examples. He uses a lot of examples of some of these limiting beliefs. Things like one of the weirdest that I just love was a woman that he worked with. One of her beliefs that didn't make any sense was that being fat, being overweight, meant humility, and being skinny meant immodesty. And so she wanted to lose weight, right? But she couldn't get past that belief. Every time she'd start to lose weight, she'd self-sabotage because deep in her brain, for years and years and years, she told herself or believed and reinforced that if you're thin, you're being immodest. And so every time she'd start to get to that point, she would gain more weight because it was a feeling of comfort that she was going to be able to be humble, right? But if your goal is to lose weight, but if you feel like being skinny is a bad thing, then you're never gonna be able to make those two be harmonious, and no matter what, you lose, right? So we want to make sure that in all of our goal setting and all of our trying to reach those goals, that we're setting healthy goals, of course, but then that our limiting beliefs are not keeping us from finishing. So this is the time to tackle those limiting beliefs, and everyone's going to have a different set of limiting beliefs. I've gone through lots and lots of these over the last couple of years since I started coaching, because in a business setting, those limiting beliefs will hold you back even more than just in a personal setting. If you have business goals, then the limiting beliefs will keep you from projecting yourself. I can't think of the right word. I can't, oh my gosh, my brain. I'm sorry. So I'm going to skip that thought. So in order to identify your limiting beliefs or your secret rules or your baggage that you're carrying around with you that is keeping you from reaching your goals, I have 4 questions that come from the book Finish. The first one is, do I even like blank? So let's say you have a goal to lose weight by using one of the Beachbody programs, right? So do I even like size, for example? If you don't like hip hop, if you don't like dancing, if you don't like at-home workouts, if you don't like Shaun T or his attitude or something, you can be honest with yourself. You don't have to love everything that everyone else in the group does or everyone else in your family does or whatever. Do you even like it? This comes up a lot with like business career type goals. So do you even like the job you have? Do you even like the place you live? Do you even like whatever kind of vegetable you keep trying to choke down? Yes or no? And the second one is, what is my real goal? Second question, what is my real goal? Is your real goal to lose 50 pounds, or is it to be healthy? Is it to prevent lifestyle disease? Is it to feel stronger? Is it to be a good example to your kids? Is it to be sexier for your spouse? Is it to, whatever? What is your real goal? Let's go back to the weight loss one. If you are, I'm going to go back with size. If you're doing size and you want to lose 50 pounds, is that your real goal? Or is that an intermediate goal? Or is that something that someone else put into your head that you feel like you have to accomplish because it sounded good, right? So what is your real goal? The third one is, does the method I'm using match who I am? And this one might be the toughest question of all to face, because you need to know yourself first. You need to know who you are, or rather who you want to be. You need to know what your real goal is, or goals are, and you need to be honest with yourself in these situations. If you can't be honest with yourself, you're never going to be able to answer this question. So let's go back to the losing weight with size example. And I have nothing against size. I think Shaun T's awesome and hip hop dancing is fun. I stink at it, but it's still a good way, a good method to lose weight and stuff, or get healthier. So does using size work for who you are and the lifestyle you choose? When I first wanted to start losing weight, I started running. Oh, I cannot tell you how much I hate running. I hate it so much. I tried so hard for so long to like it because we were poor college students. The first time around when I started trying to lose weight, and my husband was a long distance runner and he kept encouraging me and we could do it together, right? And that all sounded good, but I hated it. And I had huge anxiety just thinking about that part of the day. Like I would finish classes, I'd go over to the Institute, which is like a